imitates the rhythm in belly dance, one of the ancient art forms. Belly dancing can express sadness, pain, or a passionate love. What are the elements of this exclusive art form that makes it so distinctive? Belly dancing, just like other genres of dance, is an art form. Variations of belly dance have been found in cultures all over the world, and amazingly, it still retains its power of appeal to women of all ages, cultures, and means, whether or not it is a social taboo. One of the specific elements will be revealed to you in today's show on How Do I Belly Dance.
Hello and welcome to today's edition of How Do I. Many experts claim that belly dancing is natural to a woman's bone and muscle structure, with movements isolated to the torso rather than the legs and the feet. In fact, belly dancing is enjoyed worldwide and is taught in almost every country for its artistry, ethnicity, beauty, and fun. Today we are going to give you some tips for flawless technique on how to belly dance by focusing on important movements such as Step 1, the shoulders. What is the proper way of moving the shoulders? Step 2, which is also a very important element in belly dancing, is your arms. This step is called snake arms. The third movement is called gush. Fourth is a basic Egyptian circle. Fifth is called shimmy with a hitch. Sixth is a figure 8 shimmy. Before we are going to review each step, the first thing you want to check is your posture. The wrong posture can make it difficult to use these moves properly. Move your feet about 10 inches apart, your toes should point straight forward, and your knees should be relaxed, not straight. You may need to bend them slightly if you have trouble relaxing them. Your pelvis should be above your feet and should not be tilted back. For placement, relaxed knees and keeping your pelvis tucked are all important items for you to consider, because these are all important being able to do hip moves correctly. If you pay close attention to these details, you may find that your problem is solved.
Step number 1. Shoulder circles rolls. Your feet should be in the customary belly dance position of about shoulder width or slightly less apart. Toes pointing straight forward, knees relaxed. As a dancing movement, always roll them backward, but have one dropping as the other is rising for the sultry effect. Repeat this exercise.
Belly dancing has many influences, from Avant to Persia to the Middle East. From India, dancers adopted finger symbols. The arm movements play a very important role in belly dancing. The dancers can express their feelings emotionally through their arm movements. Now, let's take a look at some basic arm movements.
Step number 2, snake arms. Your shoulders should be relaxed and down. Your arms should be out to your side. This does not mean straight out to the side, but at a slight angle to the front. Then follow with bringing the right wrist down while bringing the left up.
We will require to keep your weight on one side of your body. Let's take a look.
Step number 3. Begin in the basic starting position with your knees slightly bent and your arms raised to your shoulder level. Begin to push or extend your left hip out to the left side. Make sure your left knee is bent. During the motion, keep your weight on your left foot. Repeat this process again. This step is used for moving to the side.
The next step we will be reviewing came all the way from Egypt and remains one of the main moves. Let's take a look.
Step number 4. Basic Egyptian in a circle. Start by stepping forward with your right foot and then bring your left foot forward, just touching the ball of the foot to the floor and lift your hip forward by pushing against the floor. Step on to the left foot. Step with the left foot and then touch the ball of the right foot to the floor and lift the hip forward by pushing against the floor. Step onto the right foot. Now turn the way all the way around to continue to repeat the sequence. Step and touch, and step and touch, and turn.
In the usual movement, when people hear the word shimmy, the hips make an up and down and side to side motion. And forward and back, shimmy the hips.
Step number 5. Shimmy with a hitch. Stand with your feet together underneath you and your knees, slightly bent. Step right and push the hip out. Now step left and push the hip out. Now step right and push the hip out and out. Then the same thing on the left side. Left, right, left and left. The weight is placed mostly on the right when you're using your right and mostly on the left when you're using your left.
When practicing shimmy, keep the small of your back relaxed to avoid possible injury to yourself. Your feet should be in the customary belly dancing position of about shoulders width apart or slightly less apart, toes pointing straight forward and your knees relaxed.
Step number 6. Figure 8 shimmy. While doing a very small fast shimmy, also known as a flatter, you then add a horizontal figure 8. The weight is mostly on the right when you go out to the right, mostly on the left when you go out to the left, and evenly distributed when you come back into the center. Don't forget your shoulders and your arms. Lift your chest up and down when you come back to the center. Slightly scoop and then shake, scoop and then shake. Repeat together with a dancer.
By incorporating all of these moves, shoulders, arms, gush, and basic Egyptian circle, shimmy with a hitch, and figure 8 shimmy, you can put together a sultry belly dance straight from the Middle East. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us for today's edition of How Do I? I hope that I gave you some tips for the flawless technique on how to belly dance. I'm Brittany McGrath, wishing you a good luck with belly dancing. Have a good day.